Hi, and welcome back to Inspired Alchemy with Lizzie. This is episode 62. And it's something that has been building up inside of me. And I've tried to go record it a couple of times, and I've been delayed. And it's probably best because I was super passionate earlier, and I'm still super passionate now. A little bit more calm about it. But if you're listening to this and there are children in the room, when I get really passionate, sometimes the potty mouth takes over. I am a sailor's daughter. So I'm just giving that disclaimer now, just in case. What are we talking about today, you ask? Society being broken and being able to say, fuck it. I don't care what society thinks anymore. I'm going to live my life for me in my magic, embodied, authentic, and true to myself. We are all quietly suffocating under the weight of what is being called normal. Go to work, come home, go to sleep, do it all again the next day. Go to work, come home, go to sleep, do it all again the next day. It's the matrix. I understand that we have responsibilities. And I'm not telling you that maybe you want to do that. Maybe that's the life you want to live. And that's okay. I'm not judging anyone. In this episode, I don't want anything to come off as judgment. It's just opinion and what I've seen. Lately, I've seen so many people trying to find themselves, but it's so hard for them to unplug from what the normal is in society. And they are suffocating under the weight of that because they don't want to live a normal life as what society tells us it is. They don't want that, but they don't know how to get out of it. And it's a problem. Society is broken, not you. And I say this at the end of every podcast. Society is broken, not you. This episode is going to be for the rebel souls and the feral hearts that are ready to hear this message. They're ready to start saying, I'm going to take accountability for myself and my life and my happiness and my health. Whatever it is, it's time to rise. And it's time to ask yourself, why are you still trying to fit into a system that's designed to keep you small, exhausted, distracted, and disconnected from your own magic and from one another? This episode, let it serve as a reminder that you are responsible for your own happiness, your healing, your shadow work, your authenticity, your parenting if you're a parent, and your purpose. They belong to you, not a sick society that's crumbling under its own conditioning. We did not come here to live like everybody else. Regardless of what you believe, again, these are my opinions. Humans have come here to learn from one another. We have come here to learn about the earth. We have come here to... This type of society thrives on your compliance. It thrives on your obedience. It thrives on your fear of not fitting in, not belonging. It thrives on all of the things that don't feel great. I don't know how else to put that. We feel it's safer to stay small, to stay unseen, to stay unheard. But at the same time, we crave connection. We crave to be seen. We crave to be heard. We have desires, wants, dreams, goals. And yet, we allow society to tell us that those things are wrong. The way we parent is wrong. The way we work is wrong. The way we process emotion is wrong. This is the same society that's built around people disassociating, disconnecting, and running in the same loops. Sure, it's easier to make excuses than to rise up and become who you're truly meant to be. And again, none of this is judgment. Some people feel the call more than others. Some people feel the the burn more than others. And that's okay. There's no judgment here. I want to be in a cabin collecting berries, but I also love what I do. And I love helping other people turn on their magic. And I love people finding their pieces and their keys and their codes to become more embodied, more empowered, to make informed decisions for themselves based on what they know, not what they fear. Why do we care so much what society thinks? Why do we care? And why do we judge those living outside society norms when we're all miserable as it is? And I'm saying this as a general consensus here because a lot of people that I know that are starting to move outside of this conditioning, they're finding their power, they're finding their pieces, they're finding their strength. But the people that I know that are stuck in it, that can't get out, that don't know how to get out, because it is daunting and it's overwhelming and sometimes it's painful. A lot, yes, it's painful to face yourself, to look at yourself in the mirror. And it's scary. It's terrifying to go, what happens if I do have control of my life? What does that mean for the rest of my existence before this moment? Was I responsible for it the whole time? We have to stop letting society rule how we run our lives. If you want to homeschool your kids, homeschool your kids. If you want to work a remote job or move to another country or do some crazy woo-woo stuff, then do it. If you want to go help people in other countries, then go do it. Yes, we have a responsibility to ourselves. We have a responsibility to our kids. If we're parents. But who makes the rules here of how you live your life? Is it society? Or do you want to take control of those rules? Do you want to make your own rules? Because it's possible. We're told how to think, how to live, how to breathe, how to eat, how to grow. And I've decided a long time ago, I think I was even a kid, that I didn't want to live up to that. Did I get stuck for a little while in the conditioning? Absolutely. Does it still come back to hit me sometimes? Absolutely. Oh my God, what if people think XYZ? And honestly, even though those fears hit me sometimes, I really don't care. I'm trying to build something. I'm trying to parent in a way that I wasn't parented. I'm trying to grow in ways that I never saw growing up. I knew I had to break cycles. I knew things had to be different. Society tells us, men and women and kids, to shove everything down. don't feel that, don't say that, don't look that way. And we're supposed to comply and obey. Does that feel good? And because we are constantly shoving our emotions down, our health suffers. Physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, all of it suffers. People don't know how to express things anymore. We can't even talk to each other anymore. I stand in the store. Somebody needs to get something on a shelf behind me, and they can't even speak to me. They can't even say, "Excuse me." We have lost the art of communication. And we're supposed to trust what society tells us to do when we can't even communicate? People try to tell us your dreams are too big, your goals are too lofty. You're insane to think that you can do anything other than what we've been conditioned to believe that we can do. Go to work, come home. Go to bed, go home. Or go go to work, go home, go to bed. That's not living. It's not being alive. It's perpetuating a cycle and a loop. And hey, if that makes you happy, I'm not here to judge anybody. But if it doesn't make you happy, what's next? How are you going to change? And you don't have to go out and quit your job tomorrow. That's not what I'm saying. What small steps can you take to get where you want to go? How uncomfortable can you get with the uncertainty of life's map and still keep going to get where you feel you want to be? We don't need to hustle and grind all of the time. We need to rest and we need to integrate and collect berries and touch the trees, hug them, love them, climb the trees, touch the grass, swim in the water, connect with earth, connect with yourself. We're in boxes all of the time, whether it's our house or school or cubicles. We weren't meant for that. We were meant to be exploring, learning from one another, not dimming ourselves. And I'm going to use this term very lightly because I don't know how else to say it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find another way. Because what I want to say, I really don't want to offend anybody. We want to find substances to numb us. Because our souls are screaming for us to listen. So to numb that scream, to stay stuck in the loops because we're scared, we use substances to do that. Or actions and behaviors. Saying, screw it. Fuck the system. It doesn't mean nihilism. It means freedom. It means reclamation. It means choosing your path over conditioning. Do we still have to do and involve ourselves in society? Yes. But we have a choice on how we do that. We still need to make money. We still need to be part of society. So yes, there are things that we're going to have to do. But how do you want to do them? Is my question to you. Do you want to have an awareness of it and use it to your advantage to further yourself, your life, your growth, your path? Or do you want to stay stuck and sad and disconnected from yourself and from others? Do you want to keep living with a mask on? Or do you want to shed false identities? Do you want to keep living in the illusion? Or do you want to burn it down? Do you want to keep living in a system that makes you feel broken? Or do you want to break the system and those loops of self-sabotage? And in saying all of this, I'm not blaming society itself, because society is a system. I'm not placing blame on anything, actually. It's a conversation to get you thinking. Do you want to blame the fact that society is broken, so you're broken? Or do you want to confront your shadows and say, I want to be better. I want to do better. I want to trust myself. I want a nervous system that's not stuck in fight or flight or shut down all of the time. I want to be alive. I want to feel alive. I want to follow my dreams and my goals. I want to be a good mom or a good dad or a good guardian. Are you sick of saying, that's just how I am, and continuously repeating the cycles? Taking responsibility means taking responsibility for your happiness. We can't rely on anyone or anything to make us happy. You could say that you win the lotto tomorrow and you're going to say, I'll be ecstatic. Well, yes, that money can help. If you don't do the work on the inside, it's always going to be there. If that money is completely spent and you have nothing left, then that happiness goes away. If you build it inside of you, then nobody can take it. It's yours. If you start to heal and you start to take control of take responsibility for your trauma and your healing and your choices and your relationships and your parenting and how you react, respond, and engage with the world, how you treat people, and your frequency. If you take responsibility for all of that, it's the most rebellious act that you can ever do, is to fully step in and embody who you are. Embody your own authenticity. And in saying this, just because you do it doesn't mean all the problems will go away. It's not like a utopia happens, but you have a freedom. You have a freedom to choose. You have informed choice based on your awareness. Sometimes does the awareness cause problems? Yeah, because you can't unsee things. But staying stuck in the same cycles is what causes us the pain. I personally have never lived a normal life. I tried for a little while after I had my daughter. And I tried doing what society told me to do. Everyone around me for a year was like, who is this person? I didn't know. I thought that I had to look, be, act, behave a certain way to be considered a good mom. And one day I woke up and I was like, what the hell am I doing? I can't be the mom that my daughter deserves by hiding who I am. So I've been on the journey ever since. I think I tried to be normal for a little while when I was young too. I was always a weird kid. But I think I've always tried to step outside of the matrix. That's what we're going to call it. When you start to step into who you are, it gives your kids a chance to do the same. And if you don't have kids, it gives the people around you the permission to do the same. You don't have to be like everybody else. Your life doesn't have to make sense to anybody. You don't have to follow the timelines of have a kid at this age, go to college at this age, buy a house by this age, have it paid off by this age, buy a car by this age. You don't have to follow anybody's timeline. You don't have to. And you don't have to be in consistent burnout to be seen as successful. Because everybody's idea of success is different. And you don't have to sacrifice yourself or your happiness to belong. Your rebellion is your rebirth. You rising from the ash is a rebellion. I know this was a very passionate episode. I know it. And if I would have recorded it earlier, there would have been a lot more profanity. I can promise you. Because I was mad. Because I see so many people around me struggling and suffering, trying to get out of the conditioning. Scared to look in the mirror and say, this is how I want to live my life. Because what would people think? Or it's the fear of, I've been doing this for so long. What happens if I choose different? The moment you decide that you want different is the moment that alchemy occurs. This is where your journey starts. And it doesn't have to be big steps. The smallest steps are the most important steps that you can take. You don't have to quit your job tomorrow to move towards your future. You don't have to be the perfect parent when you wake up in the morning. You just keep working towards it. You don't have to be the perfect friend or the perfect partner. You just keep working to be better each day. And that's all you can do. This is how we make changes and transformation and increments in sustainable ways. Try to move too fast, it's not sustainable. I have a visualization that I want to do with you guys. And if you are driving, please don't do this visualization now, just as I have always said. Be careful. Make sure that you're in a space where you can breathe, where you can close your eyes, where you can feel safe. And relax yourself. This is not something to rush through. So, this is going to be a visualization of stepping into your own alchemy. And while I need to take a couple of breaths, I want you to do that with me. I want you to breathe in slowly. Drop your shoulders and let your jaw soften. Remove your tongue from the top of your mouth. Let your spine lengthen just enough that your heart space opens up. And breathe with me again. Allow yourself to sink into this space where you feel safe. Safe to connect to yourself. And safe to connect to your body. Now imagine you're standing in the center of a massive cathedral. Your cathedral. The Black Cathedral. The air is cool. The stone beneath your feet is ancient and solid. Candles flicker in long rows, casting shadows that move like living ink. Above you, a stained glass window glows with deep red light. The candles are flames of purple. These lights are your sovereignty, your truth, and your fire. Now imagine the world, society, expectations, rules, noise, programming, as a tangled web in front of you. Wires, screens, opinions, timelines, all of it flickering like a glitching hologram. This is the Matrix. And for the first time, you can see the wiring clearly. Breathe it in and out. With each inhale, feel your energy returning to your center. Breathe in again and out. With each exhale, you feel the matrix unraveling at the edges. Not because you destroy it, but because you choose not to comply anymore. Now in front of you, on the stone floor, appears an ornate skeleton key. Your symbol, your rebellion, your frequency. This key was made just for you. I want you to pick it up. Beside it is a piece of paper. A white, crumpled up piece of paper. Don't read the paper yet. I want you to hold it. And I want you to feel its frequency. Now with the key in your hand, feel it. Feel how heavy it is. Feel the pulse of it in your hand, like it's alive, like it recognizes you. The key doesn't unlock the matrix. It unlocks you. Now behind you is a door. It appears tall, blackened, etched with symbols only you can read. This is the door to your sovereignty. Your life outside the rules, outside the expectations, outside the noise. Place the key in the lock and turn it. But before you do so, I want you to uncrumple that piece of paper. What's on that paper? What does it say to you? Holding the paper in one hand and your key in the other, turn that key in the lock. You will hear a deep, ancient click, the sound of choosing yourself. When the door opens, there's no chaos, no confusion, no punishment for being different. There's only open air, wild, free, full of possibility. A sky that looks like it's never been touched by society's hands. Step forward. As your foot crosses the threshold, feel every old rule, every judgment, and every should fall off you like cracked stone. Your soul breathing for the first time. Your heart open and full of light. Feel the weight release. Your breath lightens. Your frequency rises. You're leaving the matrix of should. You're choosing your life. You're choosing your alchemy, your way. Say softly in your mind or out loud, I belong to myself now. And the cathedral behind you glows, not because you're walking away, but because you finally understand. The cathedral was never society's, it was yours. It has always been yours. Take one more deep breath. Slow, intentional, a little rebellious, and a little feral. And know that this cathedral belongs to you. And each one of us have one. And we will bring them together to create something beautiful. And when you are ready, bring your awareness back to your body. Move your fingers and your toes and breathe. You are sovereign. You are free. You are the rebellion. You are the alchemist of your life. And breathe with me once more. And open your eyes. And know you're free to choose. And each moment you're free to choose. Alchemy is not something that we do. It is who we are at our core. And with that, I will end just like I end it every single time. You are not broken. In a society that tells us that we are broken, disconnected, divided, we are not broken. We are not disconnected, and we are not divided. Thank you for being here with me. I do not take your time lightly, especially in a long episode like this. Time is a precious resource we cannot get back. If you are here, you are an alchemist, and you will rise in your own time. Remember to rest, hydrate, fuel your body, fuel your soul, your heart, and your mind. Read a book if you feel called. Go color, play, experience life. Go out and be you, because you are enough. This is Inspired Perpetual Alchemy. And until next time, keep creating alchemy. Keep going.